don't ever wanna see me unless it's past 5. Cause I was happy cause I just wanted a pastime. I don't know better, materialistic too. She just want a Louis sweater. She's so fragile, think she made of feathers. And all the things she ever wanted wouldn't make her better, nah. But I hope you can see the best in me, wow. And I'm hoping that you will never leave. Cause I don't wanna drift apart. Haven't felt like this forever. So tell me when you figure things out, wow, wow. Cause I don't wanna waste no time with a street shot. Remember back then, hello, nice to meet ya. She just wanna have fun, but I need her. But she wanna go everywhere, can't keep her. But back when you were nice to me, I find it really hard to sleep now. Tell me when you figure things out. Tell me when you figure things out. Oh, wow, yeah.
Baby, you've been so fine. Baby, you look so fine to me. Hey, shining like a diamond in the night. When I look at you, it become my surprise. All inside my head, baby, all inside mine. All the time, all the time, all the time. Yeah, history, baby, meant to be all history. Still loving me, nobody else but you. Hey, shining, yeah, I don't wanna waste no time, yeah, I don't wanna waste no time, yeah, I don't wanna waste away, don't waste away. You're shining, yeah, I don't wanna waste your time, yeah, I don't wanna waste your time, hey, with me, you're not here for much longer. You're working so hard right now. Wanna get your money in before you're funny up. You don't wanna waste the time on niggas who don't get it in. You got a head up on your shoulder, got the mental. When you move your waist, the instrumental. In the same timing as you. Just don't wanna waste my time on you. Nobody better, nobody worth it like you. Nobody better, nobody worth it like you. Nobody better, nobody's worth it like you. Hey, shining, yeah, I don't wanna waste no time, yeah, I don't wanna waste your time, yeah, I don't wanna waste away, don't waste away. You're shining, yeah, I don't wanna waste your time, yeah, I don't wanna waste your time, hey, with me, baby, you're shining, baby, you're fine, baby, you're shining, baby, you're shining. I don't wanna waste your time. I don't wanna waste your time. I don't wanna waste your time. Oh. You know I need a little, not enough, but I've been waiting long enough, and I just wasting time. Stand up straight so the weight won't break my spine. And do I live on my own tonight if there's no end in sight? I don't know where
This one was, he was just talking his shit, and I'm with it.
I'm Chanel pilled.
Chanel
I'm in.
pilled. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that boy on the net all day, cause he ain't got no friends at all. Nah, none of that bullshit get through me like 555, we gon' blast a hoe. All these goddamn drugs got a hold on me, don't think they ever gon' let me go. Oh, you think I just undo, but hold on, nah, I'm just gon' let you know. I ain't finna draw no names, you know who you are, bitch, you puss. Yeah, yeah, boy, I've been a fat, they listen to me, they ain't fuck with no rooks. Yeah, she 18 to Kim, but his tip is a stick up. Talk to that little pussy boy getting lit up. It couldn't be me, so they just had to give up. Hold up, I'ma be on my way, can't trust no one, they all too fake. They keep on trying to step in my lane. When they count gon' talk, feel like Lil Bang. When they count gon' talk, any bug gon' lurk. I just spit like 2 raps on some shirts. But fuck that hoe, I'ma go insert. And I know
Saudações, caros specs, sejam bem-vindos ao canal lrogamespix, sou o Leonardo. Chega mais, galera, bora começar a live marota aí de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Estamos continuando aí com a 8ª parte da campanha. Toca a gente, live on. Pega os canais aí pra dar aquela fortalecida. Para continuar com a gameplay. Demorado agora, hein?
Ai, coming right up.
Bom, o barbeiro tá bugado, a gente não vai conseguir usar. A gente fez a quest. Qual que a gente tem pra fazer? Aqui de achar o... É pra ir pra missão do casamento, né? Tá, então fazer o seguinte. Vem aqui pra Troskovitz e perguntar pro coveiro sobre os caçadores clandestinos.
Hey, sling your hook.
I'll show you!
Take that! I'll rip your ass open! Show what you're made of! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! No shot! I yield!
Já era, amigão. Matou todo mundo aqui, os caras, mano. Bora continuar. Bora que tá tudo sujo, gente. Vou ter que tomar um banho já.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
I'd better go and look. Never mind. I thought so.
Ver qual configuração que tá, não lembro. Tá no alto, quanto FPS tá? Nossa, faixa de 70, tá jogável. E tem rosca aí na cerca.
Quick.
Aproveitar que eu tô aqui. Eu gostaria de lavar minha roupa, senhora. Vem cá pra você tomar um banho também.
Come here. Mutt. Mutt. Look what I have for you.
Dá um bifão aí pra você comer. Bifão pra você comer, moleque.
Quick. Greetings, my friend. I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious? Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolf. It's mighty odd how many of them. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some. Any idea where I should? Right behind the cottage, there's a little path line. Follow it into the woods, and the Slitigo forest ain't that thick, so you. It's nothing but rock. Thanks. I'll be with you.
É aqui mesmo.
Heal.
Tá em direção ao meio, lá onde tem um acampamento. Pra cá? Não, pra cá. E... é aqui, ó.
This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. Must have a look around.
Oh. O local de caça é aqui na beirada da...
It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
cara foi de arrasto.
My respects.
Good day to you.
I've got news about that poacher that...
And?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know the weasel.
Anyway, that's how the wolf... He didn't stand a chance again. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought...
Show me. This knife will be no use to him now. But it's getting ripped to pieces. Never mind.
You said something about a ghost.
Hold your horses. If you help with another poacher, or are you tired of walking?
Oh, leave it out.
What do you want to know?
There's a lot of poachers on the rampage. Is there anything different about...
This poacher is operating on
a big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the...
Where does this one hunt?
A stone's throw from here. In the...
Avançamento.
I don't like going into them forests. To tell the truth, there's something not right. The game is often frightened. Maybe Miller Crazel knows something. The poacher operates near his mill after...
Good idea. What should I do with him?
If some wild beast doesn't meet... If he's not willing, but make sure he's not too...
Yeah, thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck.
Atrás do caçador, então.
My respects.
Agora a gente tem que ir pro M. Fala comigo, amigão.
Good evening. Do you need something?
Good day.
What's the purpose of the pet?
You notice the bloods?
And what's in it for that?
I send the strongest one to shut it off once in a while. To test. So,
And can I try it?
why not?
In Jeliov? Yeah, and I even want...
Did you now? Well,
Are you still looking for a help?
hi. I wasn't expecting you to actually show up.
Well, I'm not like that. I also heard...
Forget about the wedding.
All right.
You'll be carrying sacks of...
Well,
The sacks are in the barn, and the wagon is in front of it. You won't have to buy food. We'll take care of that. But not on the sacks of flour. You understand? Or I'll tan...
ah, fuck.
Careful. Farewell, good sir.
Gamekeeper Varel told me there's a... Know anything about him? I'm trying to track him down.
All there is in Lower Samine Forest is the lair. My store's on the south side of the pond, somewhere near the middle of the wood. Don't snoop around. But if there's some poacher working there, somewhere on the hill...
Thanks.
Farewell, good sir.
O que é que ele quer que eu faça?
Have to be careful not to drop it. Pretty light. Won't even break a sweat at this rate. Good exercise. Heave-ho.
E os sacos estão indo pra onde? Eles somem do carrinho.
Pretty light. It's as light as a feather. Good exercise. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Ficando com fome. Porra que tá zerado, eu vou jogar tudo fora. Eu vou acabar comendo, eu vou ficar intoxicado com eles.
Pretty light.
Acho que falta mais um só. Era meia dúzia, ele falou, não?
Kurwa. What the?
Have you got it done? I said, are you done?
You're milling some pretty peculiar grain here, Miller. It's got a bit of a metallic flavour to it.
Kurwa. Can't you be more careful?
Tell me the truth. What are you really doing here?
Seems I'll have to lift the lid off the cauldron of knowledge sooner than I expected. You think you're ready?
Yes.
I'm attempting to convert matter into a truly miraculous energy.
What?
I understand. It seems impossible. I'm sure you're asking yourself, what you see? For my experiment, I'll need something we'll have to appropriate.
I'll help you.
That's the right attitude. In Troskovitz, next to the tavern, there's a rat house. And in that chest is a document I need. One that used to be, it's called The Offer of Hermes Trismegistus. Can you read?
I can read.
The catch is, the chest is under lock and key.
And then you'll get me into Semin's wedding?
On Miller's honor.
I'd like to learn more.
Thievery. But all right, enough wordplay. He'll tell you how to relieve people of the things in their... And if you'd like to try opening locks without a key.
Where exactly should I look for? I doubt they've only got one chest in it.
I can't help you there. He had the document on him, but then the bloody... I'm pretty sure he's... Just remember, lad, and it would be pretty hard to explain.
All right.
Tá, vamos ver. Esse aqui é suave.
Crazel said you'd teach.
All right. So Crazel took you on just like that. Surprising. Crazel hardly trusts anyone. He's a smart man. So don't you even think about betraying him. That would end badly for you. Not to scare you, though. That's not what I'm here for.
Let's begin.
Not so fast. You're new here.
Don't worry.
Well, well, well. You fancy...
In the front pouch, of course.
All right. I see you have some skills.
You bet.
Then why'd you come to me? I've got nothing new to...
I just want to give it.
Oh, glad. First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things. The front one holds keys, coin, and other...
And the rest is...
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't...
No problem.
Oh, yeah?
I'll take it from back.
That you can. Just remember, it'll be further...
Don't worry. I've tried...
Show me how nimble you're...
All right?
Come over here.
Excuse me.
Ué, não era pra mim.
Well...
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all. And that...
Here you go.
That's it. It's a sip...
I'd rather try...
Why not, since we're here? Well then, it's easy. Sneak up behind me. Just remember, you mustn't let me see you.
All right?
Bastard! See? And I didn't even defend myself. Try it again. Remember, if your victim is able to defend himself, you can still turn things around. But it'll be a close call, shall we?
Vai, filhão, vira de costa.
Not like that. Try again.
Vou ficar virando não dá, amigão.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
Ah tá, entendi. Tem que ser na hora que... Errei.
You shit!
É
Not
difícil, hein?
like that. Try again.
Tem que acertar o time certinho.
Bastard! I almost slipped out. But you did well. Just remember, a person who wriggles out the first time will remember you.
Ei.
Would you know of any other way?
The only thing you can do in this backwater, but go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite.
Why the wood?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time. They work all day long and don't move an inch.
I think I know what you're getting.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp.
What does Crazel say?
He said it would be obvious it was one of us. After all, they can... But you're not from around here.
The miller said I could
Look at you, champ. You do have the coin...
Wait. You never said anything
Did you really think we brawl? Well, maybe we do a bit. But...
If you say so.
Great. Get your ass... Even my Nan fights better than you. And... Nice. Nice. You fight better than I'd have expected.
Thanks.
But we'll see how you fare against... Oh, yeah.
Cadê o Malik? Vem lá, Malik.
Now me.
Good day.
Why did you start?
Just look around. The mill's in the arsehole of nowhere.
So you rather let...
Well, I'm usually the...
Well,
Aye,
what funny stuff?
kicks in the ball.
Don't you...
We'll see about that. And what about the wager?
Here it is.
That's the...
Vamos lá, amigão.
For glory! You fucker!
Come closer.
You can't take me!
God.
You alright?
Well, a bit of liquor to ease the pain, a bit for the tummy, if you wanted to train a bit. And here's your wager. Spend...
I'd like to...
What do you want to...
Show me a...
Fine.
I'd like to learn...
What is this?
Teach me how...
Great.
I'd like to learn...
There's no time for it.
Passar o time. Temos de eloquência. Para, falta só...
Giving up. Very wise.
Cadê o...
Now it's my turn.
Ô, mano, já vou dar uma surra em você, calma aí.
My respects.
Ô, caralho.
My God!
I'd like to learn...
What do you want?
How are you able?
Fine.
Beleza, já aprendemos tudo com ele. Agora cadê o...
So you're the top...
Aye.
Still.
I just do what I'm told.
You'd rather keep...
I suppose.
I want to fight.
Are you
Vai,
sure?
então.
Don't you worry.
Well, got the coin.
Yeah.
Apostar
ready, then.
agora.
Well, fuck me. A stripling like you?
You're full of surprise.
Oh, I know. Here's the coin, and go and see Crazel. He could send you to Shelly-off instead of...
Were you at the last mass?
Greetings, my friend.
Well, I fell asleep during the sermon. I'm not surprised.
How about some more advice on sneak...
Advice? For you? What else can I teach you?
You flatter me.
Maybe we could sneak some wine in next time. That would make it more bearable. Or just
A weapon in hand won't do me much good.
Seems like everyone does nowadays. But if you're not looking, all you need in your hand is a lockpick. Well, it's best to keep your hands free. If you get caught where you're not supposed to, neither...
What should I wear to...
Something dark. It won't exactly command respect. But at least people won't pay you much attention. Just don't go wearing fancy clothes around tramps. Or you have to be like a ghost that nobody knows about.
I've been known to be a bit...
Only a fool goes robbing in full armor. Better to take off and tread lightly. Not only will you not make a racket.
How should I...
Most guards and people you meet at night are either blind or drunk. Stick to where the light doesn't shine. Dark clothing help out as well. And if you know how, brew yourself a Nighthawk. It tastes like piss, but it'll help you see.
How should I plan a...
Most people have the same routine. Pay attention to people's behavior. Who goes where and which way. When you get to know your victim, and where you're sneaking into someone...
That's all. What's your story, anyway?
What business? Seems to me like you haven't
I'd really like to know more about...
You know what? You ripped my sack.
But...
You know what? When you prove to me you're not all...
Well, Miller.
Good work. But it's... You know what? Have a few groschen from me.
Thank you.
And if you get bored fighting my fellows, seems there's some peculiar fellow living.
Near Copenina, you say?
Seems he's some herbalist or something. But that doesn't... If that's true... Farewell, good sir.
GSTVversonstriangle.com, remove the space, 8ZDZPAZO.
O cara vem com... Tá aí do... Esse aqui é o herbalista que ele falou, né? De rapina, matéria-prima. Obter informações de Zinek, roubo documento da câmara. Tá, vou fazer o seguinte. Então, a gente volta aqui. Vou só me lavar, porque provavelmente deve estar... É aquela lavanderia. Aí é longe, perto, lá em troço que eu...
Are you Zinek?
Yeah, look, mate, I'm...
Crazel sent me. He's looking for some...
I'm just shaking your pizzle. They caught me at night when I was robbing a merchant, and then they make any distinction between what They took everything, including that document, and locked it all away. You could get into the jail from the courtyard behind the rat house. It's right under the guardhouse. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you...
Well, who's got the key to...
Well, actually, I had it, but when the guard... It was in the chamber, next to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key probably fell under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Every guard has to rob one of them who's slacking off or... Look, mate, do you actually know how to pickpocket?
Of course I do.
They'll let me go soon, so if you get caught, you'll have nobody to keep you count. Keep that in mind. Take care, friend.
Verdade, Jojo. Beleza. Eita, que travou, hein? Tá porra, tanto de comida. Eu joguei fora. Vamos dormir até a noite pra gente fazer os furtos. Aqui é pra ser furtivo, então não precisa andar com esse machado do... Melhor eu ficar com um arco e flash se caso eu precisar, né? Pra ser mais silencioso. Então com ele eu consigo levar mais coisas. Levar um machado só pra... Vai que eu preciso, né? Você não está usando bolsilha. Tem coisas que diminuem o barulho. Barulho e a notabilidade. Apesar que isso aqui se aumenta, não. Isso aqui vai aumentar. Túnica vai aumentar muito. Isso aqui seria tudo pra vender, né? Fazer dinheiro. Ah, mas não vou pegar essas porra não. Ah, não aparece a porra do botão. Vai, caralho, não vai aparecer o botão pra furtar? Deu ruim. Ainda bem que eu salvei antes de...
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document. E daqui eu posso viajar rápido? Tendo de uma emboscada, tô suave. Onde que é minha cama? A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
O cara ali com a mulher peladona.
God bless.
I have that doc.
Excellent.
Well, judging by the contents, it seems like...
But don't forget about Strardust, although that's something anyone with a grain of sand should have. Now show it to me. Good.
What now? Did you hear me?
Sorry. I owe you my thanks and maybe...
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Don't worry. Your pat...
You promised you'd get...
I did. But besides, things are about to get...
Enough. Supposing you first initiate, this isn't any run-of-the-mill business.
Devilish? You guessed it. And when I say alchemy, not some hocus pocus.
Tell me more about it, then.
I suppose. You are now. I want to make a golem out of dough.
That's a helper made of clay, which they say the Jewish scholars brought...
Well, well.
And how are you going to do that? Sounds more like it.
I'm deadly serious, Henry. Studying the Jewish cabals taught me a practice known as... Just imagine carrying sacks. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik.
My word.
So far, it's just all in my head. It's in the interest of just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters, and I've no doubt that if our great holy mother, all the apostles...
So a golem, you say, made of...
Exactly!
And what about the good of me?
You already know that you can learn the practical app, but for a few groschen, I'm
overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some...
See now, I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if...
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word.
Short and to the point. That's my creed.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter...
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is...
Saltpeter is niter. That I know. But I have no idea what you might need. Or is it supposed to be some peculiar crazel wedding?
Nothing of this. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired. But saltpeter is the most...
So you're serious about this golem?
Certainly.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big...
A lot. That's why I want you to find...
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you.
Well, you never know when an experience...
All right, then. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction. And also that you'll get me into that...
Yes, Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can... But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter.
So Bonnie is
someone I trust without question. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, the main difference is it has kind of cooling.
Hold your horses.
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find that's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond.
How can I get...
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the south. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rock. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that... On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a... Right along.
To the lair.
Take care.
You seem like a...
Where are you going with...
Well, if you share them with me, it'll make it...
I'm glad you know what you're getting. Are you interested in the theory?
That's a bit too fast for me. Well, I'll be happy.
I can't now.
Beleza, vamos falar com ele. E onde que é que eu tenho que encontrar o tal do covil? É aqui. Deixa eu fazer já essa quest aqui do covil. A panela de comida não pra mim.
I need something to eat.
que é minha cama? Vou dormir. E aqui o cara tá dormindo com a mulher. Aqui.
At your service. Stop that whistling. You're behaving like a child.
Vou seguir reta ruim aqui então. O que foi esse barulho?
What was that noise? Woodcutters?
Parecia um tiro.
Here you go. Take it. Come here, boy. You silly mutt. Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
If you value your life, turn around and forget you saw anything.
I'm definitely not afraid of you, fucker.
You want to be a tough fella, eh? Show me what you got then, you piece of shit.
Have it your way. Useless. Do it. Oh, Christ.
Tem alguma coisa que presta? Esse aqui eu quero.
Huh? This is definitely evidence.
Kurwa! What the? Alert! Alert! Bad luck.
Who were these bandits? Could they be the ones I'm looking for? I should look around their camp.
É pra vender. Contra evidência. Mais do que eu consegui aqui?
This is definitely evidence.
You're always welcome here, nobles.
I found those poachers.
Poachers?
Yeah. The whole...
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the... Their camp is a little to the south of the...
Somewhere by the rocks? Got any proof they're there?
I found this on...
Typical. The fuckers know...
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. They won't be doing any...
Blimey. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the
Are you gonna finally tell me?
Aye, I will. This ghost fella is a poacher too.
Where should I look?
That bastard is poaching between my patch. He knows it's the least patrolled area. Since we don't quite know which one of us is... You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle?
You can start at... Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't...
Do you want me to send...
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't...
What else can you tell me? Why do you think he's different than the other...
He's one big... He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. On the other hand, he leaves a right... I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just
Sounds like he could be a hunter.
Nobody's taking revenge on me, that's for sure. But I don't know if Voss... But it's true. There's a lot that suggests...
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how...
Mano. Cara.
Get over here so I can fucking cut you up.
porra.
You'll get another right away.
Victory awaits! Too slow! Christ! Shit!
I'm all yours.
I've been waiting for you.
Morri. Eu morri porque eu tentei bater os caras no braço. Eu vou de novo, filho. Agora eu vou chegar arrebentando todo mundo.
Come here!
Get over here so I can fucking... I'm all yours.
Cadê o cara que tá atirando? Tá ali. Nossa, passou em cima da orelha do cara.
Leave me be. For the love of God,
That remains to be seen.
me? Well, I'm not for...
If you're not,
But God,
again,
I do.
you know, but you're not in his band.
No.
All right.
It's here in the valley, right by the stream under the cliffs.
How many of you...
In the camp? About 5.
How are you people...
But sir, I'm not with them.
Oh, come on.
Just a few.
Is Can...
I saw him there last time, sir. He was just...
That's enough.
God in heaven.
Coisa que presta. Cadê o outro? Deixa eu ver se esse capuz do aqui prata é melhor do que o que eu uso. Dá pra passar por aqui. Aqui dá, não? Por aqui.
Where did that come from? Get over here, quick!
Vou colocar uma flecha mais poderosa, que essa daqui tá fraquinha. Essa flecha perfurante. Nossa.
Jesus Christ! Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Caralho, pô, tá foda com os rojão.
Go to hell! Show your stuff. Go fuck yourself.
Blood! I've got to get out of here!
I surrender! I surrender! Let me live! Give me every... All right.
Contra o cancro. Já matei o cancro aqui, ó.
Great care to maintain this group. As you prepare to break ground, you plunge your shovel into the earth.
Tá porra. Caralho, truta. Fui mexer no túmulo aqui, maluco frito. Ai, vou levar nas costas. Ah, era só as costas aí, vacilão. Nossa, ela te ignorou literalmente. Aí não deu, caralho. Eu dei 360 nela e não deu. Ah, mano, o que esse povo tá fazendo aqui, velho? Sério, que é... Caralho, fiz um estrago da porra agora, hein? Taquei uma bola de fogo aqui. Regacei todo mundo, mano. Esse foi da hora. Olha o bichão bugado ali, ó. Ixi, mano. Ah, Liland, filha da puta. Na hora que eu ia matar a Ana. Tá o cone. Bora continuar, então. Mas eu matei o cancro, mano. Tem que ir lá no acampamento.
The best of us always go first. Ah! Ugh.
Bom, já mandei todos de arrasta. Eu preciso do que? Leve. Ah, tá. Preciso pegar o. A arma do infeliz.
That looks like a merchant's wagon that's been ambushed. I reckon that's Kanker's handiwork. His camp is just down there.
Eu já matei ele. Bom, aqui foi. Olha o bichão bugado ali, ó. Ixi, mano. Tá aqui, ó. Já. Desistiu de mim. Cadê o salsicha? Cadê o fuzil? Olha o salsicha ligando a bateria. O salsicha tava ligando o carro ali, velho.
Uns idiotas estão tentando invadir aquele prédio.
Você é um tio por um motivo. Por que você tá no comando? Eu vou dar um
Nossa.
sangue. Estão precisando de uma ajuda?
Oh, sugar. Does that hurt? Oh, you poker. How does that feel?
Bora. O que é que eu tinha? Tava o cara. Ah, ele tá no castelo de Semine.
God bless you, sir.
I took care of...
Seriously.
Of course.
Yeah, that's it. Just as filthy and slimy as his... Here you go. It's not much, but I...
Who's next?
Hold your horses, lad.
Fine.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Preciso dormir.
Good day, sir.
I know. Good dog.
Clear off!
Irving de Takov. Do castelo de Trusk. Castelo.
Ja! Quick! Go! Ja!
Oh, go!
I'm sorry.
É a Corsa que eu tinha. Não dá. Sei que dava. Mano, os caras não arrumou ainda o bagulho do abater. Tirei a adaga, vou colocar a adaga de novo pra ver, mas acho que a atualização que fizeram deu ruim. Não dá, mano. Não aparece a opção. É o acampamento. Acampamento do Capão.
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher?
Henry?
Sir Hans! What are you doing here?
Don't shout! Come here!
Sir Hans, I'm here hunting poach.
Henry!
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper, and I don't have to be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is. Jesus! You couldn't choose something different?
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to...
By honest work?
Look, no one found me here until you turned up, and you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out, and this is how it...
Are you fucking serious? There are plenty of ways you could earn money.
I've always been good at hunting. Remember how we went hunting together?
As I recall...
What rot? I'll make a... And then, that idiot on the gate will finally believe he'll be laughing on the other side of his face when we turn... And it's a much better way than your idiotic...
And what are you doing?
Thanks to my bargaining skills, I've got to deal with an excellent trader.
And you realise that this trader of yours could snitch on you if he's in a corner?
My trader is reliable.
Maybe, but someone might see you together.
That's not going to happen.
You know very well that
but we're messengers. It's only through unfortunate circumstances that we... Besides, he'd never leave an honoured guest.
You do know that if they caught you...
Henry, you've got to look at it...
Jesus, the gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around.
Well, that's...
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find him.
Why the hell not? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
And what am I supposed to tell the game?
I don't know. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. And that's that.
You have to cooperate at least a bit. If the gamekeeper is to believe me, the poaching has to... I can't convince him the problem is solved if the game...
You're saying I have to find some other way of making...
You have to. Because the first thing the gamekeeper will do, and then he'll send for me. Because he'll find out I lied to him.
Well, I've already made a bit of coin. Well, it's time for a change. Go and convince that gamekeeper you can...
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found... Got anything?
It'd be pretty hard to survive without it.
To poach without?
Yeah, that...
All right.
Matando os animais, Hans. Que feio. Aproveitar que eu já tô aqui, já vim aqui no tal do lutador, no rockball. Eita porra. Vem, Pedroca. Outro lado, filhão. Eu tô indo.
Go! Go!
Mais pontinho de herbologia de... inebriação. Doação.
God! Quick! Whoa! Do you live here all alone?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come... Oh, not really alone.
I understand.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes... But greeting neighbors and listening to... It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there, for you get strange people wandering around from time. My advice to you is to be careful. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But
I already bumped into them.
You see? They're drawn to the...
Why did you become a hermit?
Let me guess.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalist...
My grandmother taught me everything. She used to take me with her to the forest and told what it's called, where it grows, and in the evenings, She tested me mercilessly on everything.
You memorized everything?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy...
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges...
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amount?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well...
So you're that...
What did you call me? Who?
It's just that I've heard you...
Ah, so that's what this is about.
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region.
You mean to beat me? I don't know. I'm getting too old.
I came all the way here to see you. Do I really have to try to convince...
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt.
I've been through a lot worse.
All right then, if it's really what you want. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want... And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to...
All right.
Fine. Let's go over there, so you don't trump...
For the cross! There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad.
You pack a hell of a...
Well, now what?
I didn't challenge you.
And I'm not offering you any. Or I could show you how to treat...
Actually, why not?
That's more like... and listen, what if that moment where we could chat a while?
Did you say...
Homemade, my friend. Come on, have another with me.
Another one?
Don't be like that. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on a...
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut.
It has its benefits, too.
Aye?
I'm my own master here. I don't...
Isn't it a bit of a...
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. And once in a blue moon...
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part. But people have... If they're polite and ask nicely, times are tough. You might be surprised. It can get pretty...
Aren't you afraid they'll...
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist, unless they're at death's door.
What would you do?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a death. When I just think about that scum going off and killing...
What made you move to...
You think someone...
Well, you just don't seem like someone who'd spend... It seems to me like...
You know what, Henry? When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz. But I wasn't interested in her. And I told her, but trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess.
Maybe. But she also might have been completely innocent. And he put two and two...
What do you mean? Come on, you can tell me.
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a... He gathered some of his friends, and they came...
But if it's true what they say about you...
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. But as soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running for help.
And you're more than happy to help them?
It does. But at least which makes the pleasant...
Melhor final.
You said you could teach me something.
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts...
And you always heal?
Always. Always when there's...
That sounds like it could...
I can't now.
Teach me if you...
I can't now. Greetings.
Teach me if...
But if I'm supposed to teach you...
I understand.
All right.
Show me some...
You just... As soon as... It'll take some time. Teach me a few. So what do you want? Tell me how drying that solves it. It'll take... You see? It didn't even hurt.
Beleza, conseguimos então a quest. Mais temos. Agora a gente tem esse R aqui que é sobre os caçador, né? Depois tem o B. Tô me sentindo Michael Myers agora. Vem cá, Kimberly, vem. Uai, mano, não dá pra me esfaquear ela, não? Pô, morri? Pô, a Kimberly me deu um abraço. A decepção de quem não pôde esfaquear uma pessoa.
Cara,
Ele tá aqui, ó. Ele procurou no armário ali atrás.
Corre, mano. 60 segundos, será?
Ó o Noed ali, ó.
Corre.
Ai, pô, deu de cara com ele, mano. Aí fudeu, mas o Noed dele tá lá embaixo. Você viu onde tá?
Mas já é
É, eu vou me arrastar, tentar. Vai que eu consigo chegar até o portão. Tem um gancho aqui.
Agora eu não sei, velho.
Great care.
Bora falar ali com o caçador.
The Lord be with you.
You don't have to worry about the lab, but it was one hell of a job.
Really? Where was he?
North of Trotsky. Below a cliff.
I'm sure he realized there wasn't any point.
I found the camp, but there wasn't any poacher. It seems he got wind we were after him. I only found this gear he left. I don't think he'd have left it there if he wanted to carry on.
What's that?
He used it to make traps, if you ask me. And there are some tongs as well.
It wasn't that hard then. Good work. Here's your...
Thanks.
We don't have any more poachers. So take it as a pass. It'll be a long time before any more... You sent out a clear... Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want. And don't use it for poaching. Don't even think about it.
Of course not.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing.
This...
Ah, eu tenho o arco de Artemis. Esse aqui eu já tenho também, mas eu vou consertar esse. Vou consertar esses que estão fodidos.
Do you buy... That's right. Once I've...
Greetings to you.
Where should I lie?
It'll be best to sleep in the attic of our... See you later, my
I'm
friend.
as hungry as a wolf.
Greetings to you.
Show me your...
Será que eu tô com esse deixando? Tô não? Palestra de campo. Forge.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
This one is sharpened already. Sharp as a razor.
Bom, por aqui então foi-se. Agora tem aqui. Vem pra cá.
Everything all right? Hey?
Quick.
Não é aqui não.
Go. Quick. Go! Ja!
Whoa!
Como?
Don't know about that.
I'd go back for him in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't go back.
Lord be with you.
I'm Henry. He sent me to search for a niter pit.
Of course I will.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear of.
It's not the name I was baptized. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people. What should we call you? Well, you know what? I'll come up. Did you?
Actually, Crazel's...
He's right there.
I've got some...
My word, that's...
What kind of...
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his... Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos. While we're on the subject of...
He did.
And...
I'm curious to see what a golem... I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to...
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter,
No.
You know what? When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other... So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for... You've got a beautiful dog. What?
Mutt.
What a cute...
Among the wolves. Not a word. That is... I lost him, and then found him.
Well, I used to have a dog, but...
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating. But what's done is... And what about you? What kind of family?
No.
Oh, really?
Those are pretty hard.
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn when Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical.
It's his beard that does that. Thanks for talking to me. But now, before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests. Anyhow, now all the styes in the region are scraped clean, and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least
6 times.
I reckon so. There should be as much. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can... Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. But I get it that it's left over from dead.
God's mysterious...
And he also wanted me to taste it.
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got...
The local grave?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is...
Well, I haven't met him yet.
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia Rocks.
So I'm in for a walk.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself.
I'll keep that in.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so... He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of...
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least lots of the Wolf of Scarlets.
Why do you work for them?
Because he pays well, and don't care how...
You mean...
And he doesn't act...
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could.
You? A nun?
Oh well, different people have different fates.
What do you think about...
You're another one of those that don't know. Crazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with, but sometimes he's...
I'd like to learn...
What are you interested?
I'd like to learn...
Thanks. You sit.
I'd like to learn...
What would you like?
I hear you...
Great. Let's get...
Eu tenho algum livro novo, nem sei. E não. Mais alguma coisa para aprender com...
What will it be?
What do you...
Colocar a coroa enfeitada é foda. Essa daqui é melhor do que eu tô usando essa túnica. Essa daqui é melhor, hein? Vou colocar ela pra usar.
Let's talk about the... Do you accept? We're getting close. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Cadê que eu falei que ia trocar? Aí só um pouco ali de... A que eu tô usando é túnica do cavalo de guerra, não é? Aí não, não. Esse aqui que eu ia colocar, não é? O barulho e a visibilidade. Roedor. Será que o 30 é o máximo? Não consigo mais. Acho que sim. Mas eu não tinha como pegar isso aqui. Todos está no máximo já. Esse está no 30. Esse aqui está no 8. Adestramento está no 30. Ou todos. Edição tá no 30. Foi todos também. Só furtividade então que não. Faltou só esse aqui então, a doninha. Depois a gente vê. Comprar carne.
Greetings. If I don't have it, I'll be happy. How can I help you?
Show me your way.
Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Quick!
Good man! Hold on!
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any...
I can spare you. It's a lot more than I...
Thank you so...
Tell me, what happened?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I simply find myself in a bind compelling...
So...
But I'm not a...
Why you ask fancying the amount you're looking for? It sounds like you plan on...
That wouldn't go, but really. I need the coins.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. I'll join a caravan. Ride along.
Begging, and he needs money to get to Vlad. Oh, I've come across it.
Must be a...
In fact, you don't strike just the way you talk doesn't allow me to disabuse you of your
Just an odd coincidence.
And there's the fact you know how long it takes to get to Vlashim, and you've done the journey before. Nah, I'm not going to do you any harm. Who are you?
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I...
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen. This rankled them. So they ambushed me one day Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my... If your son's life matters to you, He had no choice but to do... These are tough times.
How did you...
Well, I gradually... One of the guards used to come into my chamber.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like...
All right.
Well, I steadily... Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, then I just...
Sounds like you...
Lucky or not, I had no wish to...
How long were you...
A year? Yes.
What are you going to do?
My priority is to get back home to... And I need to move fast before...
Do you know no one should forcibly be kept away from their family? Take more.
Thank you.
Farewell. I hope you make it home.
Thanks.
Ajudando o próximo. Onde que ele tá? Aqui ou...
May God...
I'm Henry.
Ignatius. Looking for a final resting, or do you need to bury a dead...
I'm more interested in the grave digging.
Once you try it, you'll never...
You got a big cemetery here.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, we're all equal before death and the Lord.
What's the story with...
The story?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here.
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here.
I don't know.
That might be the reason, then. Look, I'm not suggesting anything. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to...
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in
Well, I'm only asking.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know...
Are you offering me...
No. I'm giving you a warning.
And how do you know that? Huh?
You've got that look.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that... It's a service. A labour...
But seriously, Ignatius.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion.
You've nearly got more titles than...
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't... It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle... Can't...
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life?
I did think about... I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin. But some fool with friends in high places got the job, though that really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why might I want to dig...
So you've always been here, huh?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here?
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen it...
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sin...
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something... Or if the law sees the sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark...
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think?
You're in charge of that too?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it?
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept... All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling.
Unfortunately, I had to bury...
My condolences.
Thank you.
Did you witness that?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them...
I dug their grave next to our smithy.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let... I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven.
Have you heard any...
There's something new every day.
Do you know what happened with the bodies from near the pond? Tankard.
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know their names.
Oh, aye. They all ended up in a pit together right by the cemetery. All I got was a yellow waffen. Getting them out of there was a grind. They was well fed. You could tell...
Yeah, you're right. There were
Not to worry.
Are you and the herb woman related?
We're not related. We both got some years behind. Different herb women came to me from time to time for hangman's nooses. What they do with them is their own business. But Bojena ain't like the others. She's an... Do you know why they chased...
I do.
There's a place called Limbus Infanti. Not even by accident. Like...
Well, I don't think I'll be going into the midwifery trade, but I get you. I had to dabble in your trade a little. Buried a young man from the nomad camp who got beaten to death.
I know. Don't think I didn't. He wasn't baptized, so I couldn't bury him in the cemetery. But he deserved a good... It gave me...
Subiu ninguém não, matei. Tem outro aqui comigo, ó. Tá nas minhas costas aqui, ó, onde eu matei o o cara. Ó, os caras tá na casa do fusível aqui, ó. O cara me derrubou. Vai me esfaquear ainda, quer ver? Sabia. Mas foi isso mesmo. Ele me derrubou e deve me esfaquear.
A terrible itch. I can't stand unfinished work. The damned woodcutters left him there.
I buried him in his favourite.
You did well. Don't hesitate to... I can tell right away if a fella understands.
Ignatius.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to... Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your...
None of that. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me.
From Lower Semine?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the...
Well, that...
not to worry. It's actually just a hole with these white crystals for them in it. And that's...
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really?
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging?
Why not? You look like...
I have a better idea. You tell me where I
won't say no to that. Oh, aye. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end that we'll take together on my...
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, But thanks for the meat. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, and if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would...
Now, hold your horses. I'm willing to help you. But don't try to make your unclean profession. I don't even want to imagine what people will say about me when they see me with you.
Don't worry about what people say. So what then?
Aí, mano. Nada não era isso que eu queria, não.
God bless you, sir.
Eita porra. Ah, essa quest é isto.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you... Show me your way.
Excellent. You made a fine purchase.
Sewage running through the tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and...
Será que aquele cara vai estar aqui de novo?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to...
What was in?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved who's...
Oh, so it could just as easily...
I don't really care what was in it.
Do you know where you might
I haven't the faintest idea.
Would you like me to...
There's no point now.
You should have been losing the one thing you...
I know. So I forgot to check my bag, but now it's gone.
I have to be... I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed.
Well, if you ask me, you should man...
Truth be told, my master has never...
Deixa eu perder a reputação porque eu mandei o cara falar a verdade.
I'm egg looking for dinner. I'm more out. You got ain't it? We're all. What's this? But you said there's been. Well, I don't know. I might be. Look, if things being a funny, I might that thing. You know? How'd you? You've got. Could you be more? It's. This great. Well, sounds not all. I pick up that. It's so. Have you? I want that really. So you've all. And what? I'm the same. That's an I. Or if the sick word is where you're in charge. I know. So they're all. I wait. You might all. Do you know? I. Michael, thank you. Did you win? Unfortunately, I don't. Well, I'm certain. Have you heard? There's. Do you know? Oh. Oh, are they all getting? Not to. Are you? We're not different. What? But do you?
I do.
There's not.
I had buried it.
I know. He wasn't. It gave a dad. I buried you. Did. I can tell.
Ignite.
Of course. Shall we grab?
None of that. Bonnie
From
assault people.
I ain't.
Nah. It's these white crystals form on the walls of it.
Ah, you should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcass. I'm going to go there anyway.
Really?
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of I have some collections from some Slatiga. At least one day I...
You want me to help you with...
Why not? You...
I have a better...
I won't say... Oh, now, listen closely. That wit.
So you got meat up?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Samina... But thanks for the meat. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner, and if it...
Of course. I'm just a little worried about... I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as Squire...
Don't worry about what people say. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at... Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here...
Is there some place...
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do, you can... If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. In fact, you can keep it. Or...
And where can I...
At the inn in Truskowitz. Get a good breakfast there. Here's a little something so you know... I wish you a pleasant morning.
I don't know if I'm completely ready.
The dew is still on the leaves. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here in any case. Heavens always. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will... Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Pain? Aesop? Got it all. Good. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Unfortunately, she does. Crazel ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinnek to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. And when they had a chance to loiter about in the yards here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Ay, ay, ay. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy bones. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
It looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Sick!
Show me.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Enough already.
What lackeys?
This fella's with him. Put that carcass down and get over here. You hear me?
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got no... They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and some scruffy and dunger. You...
I'm Henry, and those,
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, a passion for knacking is the only thing we have.
Is that so?
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a common... At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a...
I don't know,
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone... So enough talk, and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, we'll be going then. But if you happen to run into...
Of course.
You can count.
Glad to hear. Let's go, fella. Maybe...
Get over here so we can carry...
Not much left for it.
Hope the next farm's just up ahead. Hop on and let's... Here we...
Salvou. Eita. Bugou aqui pro lado, hein. Ela já. Bom, galera, é isso aí. A gente vai ficando por aqui nessa live. Pra quem colou, valeu pela presença. A gente volta com mais. Um excelente ano pra todo mundo.